subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Hello friends, welcome to our channels. Now today that we are going to discuss about the fourth chapter of Standard 10, and that the name is The Diary of Anne Frank. Right? Now the Diary of Anne Frank. Anne Frank is a small girl, right? And the whole chapter is about the diary of the Anne Franks. So let's start to know about some Anne Franks, even her family also that, and the scenario. But before that, I want to tell you that this chapter is a different from other chapters, because in these chapters it is a realistic tones, and second thing is that this chapter is taken out from the diary entry. That means someone has written in her diary, something has been written in someone's diary, and that portion, that extract has taken out and converted in your textbook, that means as a chapter. So that's why it is a different from. Now might you have heard the name of Hitler, who was initially is, right, he was too much cruel, and the reign of Hitler has been going on, and that times Hitler was a king of the names, that means, and he hated Jews because he hated too much Jews. And second thing is that whoever persons disobey to the Hitler or cannot listen the Hitler or do not follow the Hitler, that all kind of persons has been taken out to the concentration camp. There the people are being tortured badly, even that much torture that people might alive also, that only the few of persons can alive. Most of the persons are being dead there, and nobody can save their life. That much torture has been going on in a concentration camps. So Jews, that kind of persons are hated too much, and even the scared also, that much scaredness, that much horrible persons Hitler was. People were scared too much, horrible about that, because people know that if we are not following him, then definitely we should lose our life. So that much. And in that portion, that Anne, who is Anne Frank also, that her family is living in a Netherlands, and that times on her 13 birthdays, that her father has gifted a diary, and that diary also, that later on that her father, because Anne Frank's, her family, thus only her father could be survived. Most of the persons were dead. In her family only her father was alive, and after that, when her father got this diary, and then when he read the diary, so that much portion, that much extract that has been delivered to published also, that, and that's why this chapter has been written that on her diary. Now before that, we want to see that why the Anne Frank has been inspired to write the diary. Actually in that times, we could not imagine that, because something is unbelievable, because Anne Frank was died on 15 years. So that means we could imagine that, and people are thinking that on 2 years, that means 13 and 14 years, a small girl, how much she can write also that. But that is the truth, that whatever she has written her diary, after reading that portion, that nobody can believe it, that these portions has been written by a small girl. It is just like that elder person has written like that. So that much knowledge that Anne has, or we can say that much experience she has got it, because whatever she had experienced, that everything she has written in her diary also, that, and very very cleverly, very neatly she has described in her diary, that we could understand that the person who has lots of experience, that person only can write this diary. So after reading that much, okay, now let's come to the inspiration's power. Anne Frank, as you say that on 13th birthday she got her diary, and that time she decided that whatever she has experienced and whatever her thoughts, right, she would write in a diary. Actually there are two reasons that she has provided, that why she has written in a diary, why she considered diary as her friend. Because see, first thing, that in her family there are lots of persons, her parents, even she has a grandmother, even she has a sister also, that who was a 16 years old, that, But even though she could not be friendly with them, I mean, just it happens most of the child also that at the age of 13 or at the age of 14, right? Most of the children are facing this kind of problem that they could not share whatever they thought. They could not share their private matters. They could not share their ideas with their family members. And sometimes they find someone else. So here the first reason is that even though there are lots of members in our family and friend could not be comfortable to share everything with them. So that is the first reason. And second reason that he had provided that time was a reign of Hitler's. So she could not believe on anyone. I mean, just she thought that how kind of person surrounding us, we don't know that. If I tell someone else, right? If I tell anything to someone else, and that person might share everything to other also that, and that means that everything has been said and reached to the Hitler, and maybe we'll have to get the problem also that. So that is a reason also that. So second reason is that she provided that nobody can be trustworthy right now in this scenario, because during the Second World War it was happening, and that's why she could not trust on anyone. Even she quoted one nice line that paper has more patience than people. I repeat again that paper has more patience than people. Now, when I read this line, that I am impressed too much, and this is a true also that why she considered this line. She wanted to say that why the paper has more patience, because paper should not disclose any matter, and we could blindly trust on the paper, because paper would not go anywhere and people would not discuss with anyone, even not sharing any matters whatever we have written that. But people are impatient, people are not trustworthy, right? People are being selfish also that. So that's why she considered that if we share anything to the people, might the people are selfish, and might that people share everything to another because they are impatient. That's why. So that's why she quoted that paper has more patience than a people also that. Second thing is that actually that times her family was living in a Netherlands. So second portion also that she had described it that about her grandmother. She was very close to her grandmother, right? They were close friend also that. So on her birthday, when she got it diary also that, she started to describe about the grandmother also that. But in a second years that her grandmother was passed away. Actually they were migrated peoples, because during the Second World War, as I described it that was the reign of Hitler was going on, so they have to hide themselves, right? And because of that reasons they have to migrate so many places. That means they cannot stay in a one place for long times. They have to leave that place and find out the another place to hide themselves, because if they can be caught, then definitely they'll have to lose their life, because they'll have to go to concentration camp, and there they have heard it that too much torture has been going on. So that's why even she realized that on her birthday, when her grandmother was not there, so on birthday on the cake she put the one extra candle to remember her grandmother also. That she told that because she was feeling too much sad after losing her grandmother also. So that much she has given that. And what she has written in a diary, that we are going to see that much portions that we are seeing that right now, whatever we have seen, it is a background of that how the Anne Frank got inspired to write the diary, and how that diary portion, that extent has been published, and how that published portions has been coming to your book. That information that I has provided in this part. So in the next part we are going to see that what actually she has written her diary, and that is also very interesting, that part. So keep watching that, and don't miss the second part, because in the second part I am going to tell you that what she has written in her diary, and that all interesting parts she has narrated, because she has narrated about the teacher, she has narrated about the school experience, that what she has got it. So keep watching that, and we are going to meet in a next part. Till then, enjoy yourself.